Chester and I met 99, 2000 when I was working in the UK. He was on his final tour in 2000 at Wales, and we met when I was doing the catering for the team then. We then sort of stayed in contact loosely, but in 2014 we went to Japan together, where he was the brand ambassador for Asara, and we went through China, Taiwan, Japan. And during that trip, we said, look, we've got to find a way to work together. You know, we both enjoy helping people. We both want to do something. His concern was that alcohol was perhaps not the correct way. We then, later on, end of last year, we got an opportunity. We were asked by one of our clients in Japan if we knew of a South African beer they could import for the World Cup. I said, yes, of course, we can. And straight away, my mind, my brain went, light bulb moment, let's chat to Chessie. I picked up the phone literally from their offices, phoned Chessie, gave him a 30-second download of my idea, and he said, if you think you can make it work, I'll support it. And we then decided to do the Chester Williams, or the Chester Lager and the Chester IPA. I've just come off a Skype call now, and the guys are running to their last of the beer in Japan. They're about to place another order. And it's amazing because, from traveling around together and getting to know each other, and we were fortuitously in Japan, and that's where this should have carried on. There are a couple of things happening in Japan. So we've got a memorial launch, as we're now calling it, or a memorial event at the South African Ambassador's residence next Thursday, which I think is the 3rd or 4th. And then there we've got some ex-Japanese rugby greats who met Chester, people from the Asahi University who worked with UWC in Chester, Clinton Gas, who's big into exporting rooibos, who's the biggest donor to the Chester Williams Foundation. So they're all going to be there, and we're doing an event in his memory, and obviously trying to drum up sales so that we can sell another container of the beer into Japan, which will generate funds for the foundation. The foundation's going to be run by his wife now and his eldest son Ryan. And at the moment what we've said is let's continue the beer until after the World Cup. It's still a bit raw to talk to the family and discuss things with them at the moment. It's still a bit emotional. So I made a pledge to Chessie that we would do this for the World Cup and give it our best shot, and that's exactly what I'm going to go and do. We also had a plan for the future, and I'll sit down with the family and tweak it slightly, but I see no reason why it can't continue. And I think, to be honest, this is one of the cases where his legacy is going to be bigger than the man, possibly. And that's what we can do as credit to him. The 95 players have been amazing, everybody offering help, coming, doing charity dinners, doing all sorts of things. So they're all aboard, they're all keen to help. And it's up to us now to drive it and make it happen and help Maria get it onto a platform that she can manage it and continue it in his honor. The single biggest thing he wanted to do was do a creche in the township, in the Chester Williams township in Paarl, and it never happened in his lifetime. And both Maria and I, over many tears, have discussed this in the last week since his passing, and I'm committed to see that this happens. And that to me would be the biggest thing we can do for him, is actually get those children into a safe environment where liquor, which is generating the funds, is actually part of the problem.